Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It is Thursday, the 15th of May, and as always, I'm joined by Chirimbes and Doug Upstone on a Thursday, talking some Major League Baseball today. MLB, couple games. This is a weird Thursday because not only is MLB only got like 2 night games, we have a lone NBAer, and not much really going on here, which to me, I kind of like. It's nice to have a little break every once in a while. We're not just eyeballs deep in work, but we'll get to Major League Baseball, free picks, little player props, maybe even touch on a couple other things here in the video. We'll see where the wind takes us. But you're here, thumbs up, let's go. Comment section always open here on the YouTube channel. Let us know what you think about these games. Put your thoughts in here before the game ends, please. I prefer before it starts. Just have it before it ends. If the team's up by like 30 or some nonsense, or it's 8-1 in the top of the ninth. Before we see the hours on there, we know when you're playing little games. Notification bells on for the daily free pick videos. You won't miss out on that here on the Winner Circle YouTube. And again, the free picks rolling along 58 and 59 here in the NBA free picks. We have to do better, of course. But again, these are the free picks. We do our best to win them. Sometimes we're not giving you the best of the best on a free pick because if you go to gamblersworld.net, that is where our best plays are. Our best bets, our premium plays, our A plays, Apex, high rollers, however you want to word your little games that you got. And a day like today where there's NBA, your best bet's going to be on the board for sale. It's not going to be in the free pick video. So head to gamblersworld.net, $69.99 for the day pass, which is great. 3, 7, 30-day packages, as I say, always guaranteed to show you profit or we credit you back. There is a leaderboard. You can go by sport, you can go by weeks, you can go by months. However, you see how everybody's doing. We come, we're on here multiple days a week. We tell you how we do. Win, lose, draw, up, down, grinding around, so. Honest, real, a lot of experience. We got you covered here at gamblersworld.net. Season-long packages for MLB up. And, of course, NBA playoffs. We do have the NBA package. It's getting smaller and smaller. Get a 30-day. Then you'll get everything in it. I don't get it. Let's be honest. If you're buying an NBA package, and I will, and Chip and Doug know, you're not that disciplined just to bet NBA. You're doing other things. That's just the way it is. Buy the 30-day, all-inclusive package. It's guaranteed. Don't be a dummy. Come make some money. How about that? I just thought about that one on the fly. Anyway.
Well, that's good too. You're asking people to give you your money and you're calling them dummies. I like that.
Don't be. I'm saying don't be that. Don't be like that. That's not a smart thing to do. Say, people are not. You see it all over the internet, folks. You can't to harness the power of just discipline to one sport couple times a week, you don't have it. We don't have it. And we've been doing this for 50 years. It is tough to do. You can't. So buy the monthly pass. It's better for you. It's better. All sports. Anyway, that's my deal to the dummies. The smart people, I don't know, buy a yearly pass because you're better with money management, right? That's what that would be. Seth is like, what time is this in the show? 3:37. Let me delete all that out of here. Doug, we're going to start with you in a late game here, just because it's going to work out well with I'm going to do some player props and with just these 2 lonely games here tonight. So late game action, A's and the Dodgers, the homeless tent city A's come down from Sacramento in their little bus. Or who knows how they're coming. They might be hitchhiking, taking Ubers, these poor guys. But shockingly, they're a little competitive, although I shouldn't say shockingly, because when you're a team that trades away your star players and get back top prospects from other teams, some of these prospects actually turn into all-stars and Hall of Famers or just good players or solid role player, however the case may be. It's been a few years, but the A's have kind of put together a decent roster here, a lot of young guys, good young players. They are 22-21, which I think you should be happy with. You're an A's fan, although you don't see that in the fan support up there. I saw somebody complaining about their $24,000 season tickets they paid for something ridiculous over there at the minor league stadium. They are a big underdog today, which makes sense because it's the big bad Dodgers, right? Matt Sauer versus Osvaldo Beto. I want to kind of go like the Lido shuffle, little Boz Skaggs here. The fact, and again, I'm gonna have to come in and punch the Dodgers a little bit here for being a $2 favorite with a $30 million payroll, and we got a spot starter in May. We bring up a guy. I mean, what are we doing here, the Dodgers? How do you have spot starters? You spend all this money and you have rotation full of 5-inning guys. Half of them are on the injured list. That's not shockingly, because when you sign Glass now and Snell and these guys who've spent a month and a half on the injured list, it shouldn't be shocking. That's enough. I guess we could kind of touch on that nonsense. But Dodgers here, big number. What do you think there, Doug?
Yeah, well, and you got Clayton Kershaw making his debut on Saturday, by the way. Okay, so he's coming off the. I faced him
in Little League. That's how old Clayton Kershaw is.
Got it. So we got a bullpen game with Matt Sauer. Matt Sauer hasn't been too bad in terms of what he's done. He's pitched 4 outings, got an ERA of 1.80 and 11 2/3 innings, striking out 8, walking just 1. I think the goal here for Dave Roberts and manager is to get him 2 innings, maybe 2+, depending how many pitches he throws, and then either switch it up with a left-hander, or depending on how the A's lineup sets up, maybe come back with another right-hander. Now, the Sacktown crew, Beto 2-3, 475, whatever. Okay, number 5 starter, something like that. These 2 clubs, though, are in the top 6 in home runs. And the bullpens of these teams are not great. The Dodgers bullpen is just 15th in run prevention. The A's are 28th. First 2 games went over. Okay, Dodgers are 5-0 over at home against the American League so far. And also 5-0 having scored 8 or more runs. A's are 14-3 over against teams that average 3.5 extra base hits per game. I'm going to go over the 9.5 for this game and make it 3 in a row for the series.
Over, and I'm with you on the over. I got it myself here on the site. There you go. You get a premium play from me. Beto, you mentioned, he is what he is out of the 4-5 hole. 288 batting average against, a 151 whip, putting guys on base. Both of these teams in the top 10. The A's are number 5 on the road for hitting average-wise. So they put the bat on the ball. And the Dodgers, well, they're the Dodgers. They got a lot of pop in that lineup. We know about that. Get Doug's best bets, gamblersworld.net. This is his free pick on the over. He's got a wipeout play up right now and a Nuggets Thunder Game 6 winner as well at gamblersworld.net. Chirimbes, what are your thoughts on the Dodgers and the A's here? Matt Sauer, ex-Yankee farmhand, by the way. So you know.
Well, my first thought is that the Dodgers are such a prohibitive favorite that, I sort of put this game aside. I'm not going to lay the runs. I'm not going to lay 2-1. The A's have a much improved lineup, like you said, Sean, without a doubt. They're averaging 5.2 runs a game. The Dodgers, they're allowing 5.2 runs a game, and the Dodgers are scoring 5.5 runs a game. So according to my calculations, 5.5 and 5.5 comes to 11. The total on this game is 9.5. I'm going to play it over without question. And Dodgers have won 6 of the last 8 meetings, but the A's have shown the ability to score. I mean, they've got a little pop in the lineup right now, and it's certainly good to see, considering they'll be in Las Vegas in the next decade. Well, next 3 years, I guess it'll be. And by the way, I already ordered my season tickets for the A's yesterday, so when they get to Las Vegas. So by then, they'll be contenders. But I'll play this game over the total because of the lack of pitching on the A's side and, of course, the hitting on the Dodgers side.
We have a trifecta agreement here on this total.
Yeah.
And again, it comes down to A's pitching a little suspect, A's hitting pretty good. You might not know about it, and the Dodgers can hit as well. Both teams averages up there in the top 5, doing good work at the plate. Both teams over 9.5. Official pick here, free pick. Doug Upstone. Where's the MLB? Hold on a second. I didn't have it on the right page. Of course, here 5-9. We haven't done a lot of MLB so far this season because it's been NBA. 5-9 minus 470. So sometimes there's dogs involved. We have to throw the money up here for that. So a couple games under, but again, this was kind of early season, a little wackiness. A lot of MLB ahead of us. So right now we're going to look to go 2-0 with our plays here with our information. Next game up here, Mr. Chip Chirimbes, Vegas, Mr. Vegas himself. He's going to take over for who's Mr. Vegas? Who is that guy?
Don't even want to mention it.
Which one?
Wayne Newton. Come on.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Vegas. Mr. Jim Feist was Mr. Vegas for a while.
I don't think he overtook Wayne Newton. I mean, we like Jim Feist, but I mean,
Yeah, but Wayne Newton couldn't pick a winner.
No,
Okay.
he didn't have to. He could pick out a piano. Though.
They can do anything
he
he
pick out a
wants.
lady out of the
I'll tell you
audience.
that.
You saw him in a Vegas Vacation. He's picking people's wives out of the audience. What's he doing out there, Wayne? What are you doing, Mr. Newton? You're supposed to be. You seem like a nice man. Houston and Texas. No casino hotels out in the great state of Texas. They want them. They haven't gotten them yet. Houston and the Rangers, though. Nice little battle here. Hunter Brown, Jacob deGrom. We've talked about deGrom on here a couple times about his Hall of Fame kind of peripherals. The guy's 30, whatever he is, 36. Still fabulous. He's out there doing what he does, striking out guys, keeping the ball in the park, not giving him a lot of things here. We have basically about 120-ish here, 7.5 total. I do see some sevens popping up here in this game as well against Hunter Brown, and he's been great. Hunter Brown, I think I've said it on the show before. I have a autographed Baby Yoda Space Cowboy jersey when he was down here at AA here for the Houston Astros. Not a great rookie season. Came on second half pretty strong there. A solid year 2. He's been fabulous. It's carried over here to start of year 3 for the guy. I mean, look at his numbers. What are you talking about here? I mean, we got the low whip. We got the low batting average again. I mean, 180 batting average against, .90 whip. And then you face a Rangers team. We're talking about the Dodgers and the Angels. You know, maybe the smog out in L.A. or the Angels. The Dodgers, rather. A's and the Dodgers hitting well, being top 5 hitting teams. Well, here comes teams at the bottom of the order of hitting. The Rangers at home, 238 at home. I mean, this is a park. This is supposed to be a hitter's park. What are you doing? This is terrible. Astros. I knew the Astros were going to be bad offensively, right? Yordi's hurt. Tucker's gone. Altuve's in the twilight. What are we doing here, Chip? I mean, I kind of like the under in this one here. That's where I'd be. But do you want to jump with deGrom here over the young Hunter Brown? You got two teams kind of middling along.
Well, by the way, Houston and Texas. Do you know what this series is labeled? You know, in New York they have the Subway Series, and this is labeled. Do you know, Sean? You're living in Texas.
I don't know.
I learned today. It's
called the Silver Boot.
Yes,
the Silver Boot.
Now, Texas, yes, Silver Boot, and Texas won 5 straight, and they're 15-8 at home. Are the Rangers now? DeGrom's 3-1, 2.7 ERA, and he hasn't. His first opening starts beginning of the year, he wasn't given that much support. His record could be better. And, of course, Hunter Brown at 6-1. His ERA is 1.48. And they're only 7-11 on the road, and Texas is playing well at home. I would lean toward Texas, but this line is so shallow to me because of Hunter Brown, I guess, effectiveness. And I'm going to take a page out of Doug's book right here. I'm going to play the under for the first 5 innings because we're going to have deGrom out there and Brown out there, and then who knows what happens after the 5th and 6th inning with the relief, the way the status of the major leagues is nowadays. But Houston has won every series every year against Houston since 2016. So they're working on their 10th straight year of owning this club. So I'm going to play this game under for the first 5 innings. I think that's the way to go with these 2 outstanding hurlers. Hunter Brown, very impressive, and deGrom, we just know where he is. He says he throws the same pitch every time. He just tries to throw every pitch low and outside corner. And he's pretty effective, I would say. So play it under the first 5.
First 5 under. Now, I did this myself, 3.5. Got on 115. I saw there was an under 4, little juicy dog, like a 140-ish. I can't condone that.
You're better off with that because the push is sometimes it's a savior.
I get it. For me though, I can't be laying like 140. 140s. It's like putting nails under my nails under my fingernails, basically. You know, like the torch. I got to stop doing that because 140 is not a bad number to lay. You know,
and you lose a lot of fingernails too.
Yes, I have. Oh my goodness. I was telling Doug. I said I'm about 13 games under 500 for the season. This is why, because I'm a stubborn moron, basically. There you go. You get that right out of the moron's mouth. Under.
Come on, don't denigrate yourself. Let us denigrate you.
Yeah, that's all right. If you can't do it yourself, then you will definitely. If you can't do it yourself, you definitely can't take what other people make fun of you. That's
hey, we're just trying to come up with a winner every once in a while.
Yeah, that's it. That's life. Under first 5, 3.5. Houston, Texas for Doug. Chip, what do you think about this one?
No, he already told you. I'm going to tell you what I think about it, though, in this one. Is I like I wish, having seen this about the silver boot, I wish more teams would do that. And I know it's professional sports, so, we don't need the rah-rah stuff and all that other crap. But you know what? It's fun. The fans like it. I mean, you got a Houston fan, you got a Rangers fan, and, who wins the season series. And if you had like some sort of trophy to go along with, I think that stuff's all great. I wish more teams
I agree.
would do it. So it's, and again, just for the fans. Now, in terms of the game, the two things, DeGrom has pitched better of late. And what he said is that he's been able to spot his fastball more, because that's his key pitch is the fastball. He wants to be able to do that. And Brown talked about the difference for him is that he said he always, when things got tight, he would always get tight. Okay. And he's learned to relax when situations don't go his way. So I think that's a big part of his growth in this one. As Chip talked about, though, we're looking at basically a 7 or 7.5 here. Unless both guys go 7 innings, it's going to come down to the bullpen. Okay. When you're looking at a total, I hesitated at first, and I actually had the same thought that Chip did on the first 5, but I thought, I don't know what Chip's going to do here. So I went with the full game. And the reason that I did go with the full game, under Astros bullpen, number 2 in run prevention, Rangers not bad at number 14. And the bigger thing, Texas 18-5 under at home right now.
Full game under for Doug, and again, this is one, yes, sign me up for. And as much as I'm for the hitting, you mentioned the Houston bullpen. You got Hader, you got these guys at the back end. They're solid pitchers. They are good pitchers. And Texas, the hitting is just not there. 29-14 on the season to the under, the Rangers.
I don't understand that at all either, by the way. I mean, they got plenty of guys that can hit. It's not a pitcher. I mean, it's not a hitter's ballpark, this one. It's just, I don't know what changed necessarily. It's not anywhere like the last 2 that they've had. Still, though, I mean, they got guys that can hit. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, they don't keep the dome open. You think it would, the hot air. That's what used to be down here. I mean, It's humid. I mean, let's close it in. That ball's, it's not. It's definitely not the same. We know it's not 90s baseball down here. It's not all those guys crushing 36 homers. But you got guys. Wyatt's a young kid. I mean, I know Seager's out, but Simeon, Garcia, you got some power hitters in this lineup. You got guys who got some power. Nothing. 29-14 to the under. You're getting pitching. You're getting no hitting. It's an under day. Again, official under 4.5. Under first 5, 3.5 for Mr. Chip Chirimbes. And I'm looking at Chip's a little NBA on tap for tonight, Chip. But what else you got going on? What else?
Well, the NBA is great. I've hit 8 of the last 10 megabuck plays, and really picked up the pace after a horrid March, to tell the truth. And it's where just the beat goes on out there. I'm really loving the playoffs. We have the big games with big money on the line, and we certainly have a big enough sample size. And even if you just take the results of the series that they're playing now in the playoffs. So the NBA is cooking along. I have another megabuck out there tonight, and I know I love tomorrow night's game. So log on and become an 8-play winner. These are big games.
There you go, right from the chipper's mouth. And before I get to some Major League Baseball player props, Doug, tell us what you got going on today.
Yeah, like I say, I got the Game 6 Denver and the Denver and Oklahoma City. That's who it is, Oklahoma City. So I got that one going tonight. I got a Major League Baseball play, and I just before the show went over it one last time just to be sure, and there will be a hockey play up after the show, okay, for one of the two games on the board tonight, and so we'll see if we get that 107 and 61 in hockey. Super pleased about that, and still, a very good. Let's see, it was 143 and 102 the last 75 days across all sports. So happy with that. Then, so Sean, I am curious to hear your prop play because I have one that I brought as to the party as well. Just one.
A little prop party. I'm going, and this is why I'm going back to your game. I figured instead of hitting them both back to back, we get a little Texas battle in between. Ribby props. Now, I like my Ribby props. I throw them out on Twitter. If you follow me on the Twitter there, I put the Ribby props out there daily. So here you go. We're going to start with the Dodger action. Angel Pages. But guys, I don't know. I call them Pages. 155. Ohtani. Now, I'm going 2 Ribbies for Ohtani at plus 340. His home run prop as well. I know people have home run props. It's 155 for a home run prop. I'm not doing a home run prop. I like bigger kind of odds. So a 340 for him. If I'm going to get him or a Judge or whoever, any kind of guy who's a home run hitter that I could get 3-1 or more on a 2 Ribby, I kind of jump into for a game, right? Especially if I try to just concentrate on one game, not every game picking and choosing guys. I want to have kind of like a little block of players to go into where guy gets on base and a little rally's going. I got 2 or 3 guys hitting the Ribbies. So the Ohtani 2 Ribbies here, 340. And for the A's, we got Jacob Wilson. I know he's moved to the leadoff spot. He was down in order. He's still raking the ball. So I'm going to grab him at 250. I have a rookie of the year on him at 18-1. I'm feeling pretty good about that. He's off a big game. The kid could hit. His old man played back in the day. He was actually jumped on the Yanks for a little while to tail end his career, old shortstop for the Pirates. So he is plus 250. Then we're going to move down. Another ex-Yankee for you here. Miguel Andujar, our guy. 220. Again, you're giving me like the 5 or 6 hitters in a lineup where I think if the quote-unquote like the best guys are at the top, if these guys are on base like they should be, I'm going to get Ribby opportunities. A 220, sign me up. And finally, another youngster here, Lawrence Butler, young kid. He's hitting behind Andujar, might be in front of him. I don't have the projected lineup in front of me. But again, these are all like 5, 6, 6, 7, him and Andujar. He's a plus 175. We're going to go 3-1 or better. I won't be shocked if we sweep the board here. The Ohtani one's going to be the tough one for the 2-run, not that 2-run shot. I mean, you get the 2-run double, we got it. But those are my Ribby props. I got them. There you go. Wilson 250, Butler 175, Andujar 220, Pages 150, and 2 for Ohtani at a 340 there, Doug.
All right, I give you credit. I don't do batter props. It I guess that I just feel like there's too many batters to choose from. I think your strategy makes sense, so that's good. I've talked about DeGrom. I'm gonna go with under 17.5 outs for him. Okay, in this one, and the reason being is in his 8 starts, he's only passed that number twice, and one of them is when they beat the A's 15-2. His pitch total for the most part has been leveling off. Oh, actually, he's only gone over 90 once. Okay. And now in his last 5 starts, he's averaging 6.5 strikeouts. Strikeouts add up pitches. If they're keeping him right around 90, okay, I don't think that's going to be the case where he's going to get all the way through 6 innings. I'll go with under 17.5 outs for Jacob deGrom.
Yeah, I like it because he still strikes out cats. And again, off the recent arm injuries, they can't have this guy out here going deep and doing stuff. 90 pitches. Hit the showers, guy. You're out of here. Six innings. See ya.
Yeah.
Chip, you like the player prompts or no?
Player props, I'm not too crazy about. I haven't gone into that. Like I said, hey, for me to play under in a 5-inning game is a prop for me.
There you go. Chip stepped out right there.
Right? There it is.
Absolutely. I give you credit, man. That boy.
So
I had to find something. I mean, like a friend of mine always says, there's got to be a winner somewhere.
So the Ribby props, the player props, I do not include in the overall records because I think that kind of skews the win losses when we're doing sides and totals.
Right.
So,
it's a separate category.
That's just a caveat here, folks. So if it goes 5-0 tomorrow, you're going to come in and we go 2-0 in the baseball games. And I'm saying we're 2-0, but we hit the props. Those do not count because I think that kind of That's not right. That's like saying, you know what, this free pick is a 10-star free pick and it wins, and all of a sudden the free picks are 10 games over 5. No, we don't do that. No, I got to.
Yeah. And by the way, it goes the other way too, because if you go 0-4, you just as soon keep that to the side. You know?
but we're not going on for that's not happening. But the big plus money's totally changed the outlook.
Right.
Yes. I've been doing the ribbies.
Yes.
I am 59 and 96 plus 1,300 with ribby props this year. I think I got a couple of run props in there, but all in all, they're always kind of plus money kind of thing. So you see how that's 40 games under 500, we're up $1,300. That will not fly. But we got two things left here. So now we have the over 9.5 official show pick here. Over 9.5 Dodgers A's. We have under first 5 3.5 Houston and Texas. Now we got two things remaining. We have This Day in Sports coming up. We'll wrap up with This Day in Sports. But Preakness action. We have horses. Doug, take it away. I'm gonna try to put you center screen and put us off to the side.
Well, I'm not going to make this too long here for everybody on this one. But I will refresh everybody's mind. Almost 2 weeks ago, had a tremendous day. For the Kentucky Derby. So that was good. Had the winner had two places, hit the exacta and hit the trifecta. So I'm not saying that's going to happen again. But I got some options here. The favorite is Journalism. He's 8-5 in the morning line. I think that number is going to go down on race day. I think a lot of people are going to load up on this horse, and there's every reason that you should. In his last 4 races, his speed ratings have been 102, 102, 108, 102. In this race, there's only one horse that has gotten as high as 100. In his last 2 or 3 races. So this is the one that you want to choose. Now, does that mean it's going to win? No, especially when you look at horse racing. So how to bet this horse? I would bet this horse to win. I'd bet it across the board. And if you got an exacta, I would put it in there. And if you're looking at a trifecta, I would use it with what they call in the business a key horse. So what that means is you take Journalism first, and then you pick your other horses that you think could help you hit a trifecta if you got 2 or 3 other choices. So that's first. Next horse I like is Clever Again. This one, Bloodlines, great Triple Crown winner, American Pharaoh. Is the father in this one. Has good tactical speed, and I mentioned 101 speed rating. Well, it was Clever Again. That did it. Steve Asmussen, great trainer. And this one, I just think that this horse is rested, comes in great shape to do extremely well. Other one that I like, Goal Oriented at 6-1. The similarities between Goal Oriented and Clever Again are very similar. Both horses like to run from the front. So they like to get off the leads, and that's just how they like to run. You cannot have a better trainer coming into this race than Bob Baffert. Bob Baffert has won the Preakness 8 times. And this one, so you can't go wrong. So those would be the 3 top horses that I would go with. I would use them however you would want to. I wouldn't be afraid if you want to just take a shot at Clever Again or Goal Oriented to win. I see no reason not to at least take a shot at it. You got better odds for sure on that. One horse that I would not recommend is Sandman. Sandman actually is at 4-1. And the reason I would not recommend Sandman, not a bad horse, not saying that, the odds are too low. I think the odds are going to go up on this one. And the reason the odds are so low is that Sandman is owned, partially owned, it's a small percentage, by a YouTube, or I should say social media influencer. Had a huge impact. Sandman was the number 2 bet horse at the Kentucky Derby. That in normal times that would never happen. He finished 7th. He was decent, but I think he's just too overvalued. I think all 3 of these horses are better. So if there's one horse to avoid, it's that one. And if you're looking for a long shot, Gosger, Gosger, 20-1 right now. I think would have a shot if you're looking for a long shot.
The Preakness, we got to bring him back regular. There you go, horse fans. Doug Upstone's Preakness. Are you going to have a little article on that as well at the?
No articles on horse racing. It's okay. it's looked upon as kind of like hockey here, if you know what I mean.
Well, listen, you get Doug's baseball bites, you get his shoot the rock. He's got you covered there on Gamblers World with the articles as well. Final thing here: over 9.5 Dodgers, under 4.5 Texas, Houston. Player props, too many. That we'll scroll them across here on the bottom as Chip gives out of this day in sports, and then we'll get out of here.
By the way, about the Preakness, Doug, I have to stay away from yellow journalism, and I'll go with the gold, whoever you have there. So I'll take the odds on that one. But on this day, May 15th, in sports history, I got a couple for you that are like absolutely silly. Do you know baseball used to be played on open fields? And the very first enclosed stadium was on, let's see now, it was a Union Grounds enclosure, and that was in Brooklyn, 1862. How about that? The Civil War was raging, but they were playing baseball. In 1912, on this date, Ty Cobb got suspended for running into the stands and beating up a patron that was heckling him during the game. And in 1918, here's something you'll never see again. Walter Johnson pitched a 1-0 shutout, but he happened to go 18 innings. I mean, give me a break. We can't go 6 now.
Wonder what his pitch count was, though.
Well, we know that Nolan Ryan once threw 176 and didn't miss a start. So,
right.
In the Kentucky Derby, which was run in 1876, the winning time was 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Now, I don't know if they changed the distance, but War Admiral in 1937 on the state ran a 1:58, which is like 43 seconds better. So not only has man evolved, but I guess animals as well, and the horses did, the thoroughbreds certainly. On this date in 1941, Joe DiMaggio started his 56-game hitting streak and the 13-1 loss to the White Sox. Nolan Ryan pitched his first no-hitter in 1973, and we know he added 6 more after that. And a miscellaneous in 2014, a guy by the name of Edwin Jackson. I don't even know if you guys remember him because I barely remember him.
Yep.
Pitched for his 14th team, a major league record. And that's just about it for May 15th.
How do you remember Edwin Jackson? He was on like the Tampa, Detroit, Dodgers. He pitched forever.
Well, if he played with 14 teams, you could just about name anybody,
I believe he also threw a no-hitter, if I'm not mistaken. I think he did it with he either did or it fell off like in the 9th inning. He had threw like 140 pitches. He walked like 10 guys. I mean,
I'm not aware of that, but if you're a betting man, I'll bet against it.
I remember watching the game and I thought he got a no-hitter, but maybe it fell apart in the 9th. That leaves me now. But it was remarkable because he was the guys were on base the entire game.
Look at this guy's career on Baseball Reference. Born in Germany too. The guy talk about getting around. My Preakness take is that there is the Sandman, and I just think about Yacht Rock Radio in America. Don't you know about the Sandman? I don't know. Any Yacht Rock fans out there? No Yacht Rock.
No, this is this
is definitely a Yacht Rock channel
aspect to it. Yes, it's about Metallica. So it's your Sandman.
This is a wrap for your Thursday show. Over Dodgers A's 9.5. Under Rangers Astros 3.5. Ribby props. Ohtani 2 plus 340. Pages plus 155. Jacob Wilson plus 250. Lawrence Butler plus 175. And Mr. Andujar, the Yanks let him go. They love to have that guy at third base right now. Mr. Andujar sitting at a 220. Thank you very much. We'll be back tomorrow. Chip will be here. Doug won't. MLB on tap. Best bets at gamblersworld.net. Go get it. Bet it and make some money. Gentlemen, have a good weekend.